Today, I'm going to show you how to operate D-Cut's revolutionary new product, the CB-060, a Covebase groover. The CB-060 is designed to groove a Covebase with toe or toeless, any size between 2.5 inches to 6 1/4 inches. Once it is set up, CB-060 will make exactly the same groove with the same depth, width, and V-shape every time. This is unlike any other scoring tool on the market. CB-060 contains an upper plate and a bottom plate. This is the sliding platform on the upper plate. On the sliding platform, you can see there is a blade holder which holds two sharp tungsten steel blades formed at 102 degrees instead of 90 degrees to cover more than 99% of outside corners. The blades can be replaced, but you need to replace the whole blade holder with two blades included at a time instead of replacing individual blades. The blades are assembled onto the blade holder to ensure the two blades are at the perfect angle. On top of the sliding platform, this knob is for adjusting the grooving depth. You can hear the clicks when you turn the knob. When you turn it clockwise, it will groove deeper, shown as a plus sign here. When you turn it counterclockwise, it will groove shallower, shown by the minus sign here. Please keep in mind each click can make a significant grooving depth change. Please turn one click at a time and make a test groove to check the depth. If the blades touch the aluminum bottom plate, the blade tips may be damaged. If this happens, then the blades must be replaced. On the back of the groover, there are two turning wheels with a timing belt. When turned clockwise, the slot on the grooving area moves from 4 inches to 6 inches. When turned counterclockwise, it comes back to 4 inches. It does not move very fast when you turn the wheels, but you will not likely change the Covebase size many times per day. There are two micro adjustment knobs on the front of the groover. Only turn them when necessary. It is set up in the factory and it is used only when the Covebase thickness is slightly more or less than 1/8 of an inch. The upper plate with the sliding platform can be opened either by pushing the sliding platform to the end or by using your thumbs to push these two spring pins to open it. This is the bottom plate of the groover. Before cutting, ensure the Covebase fits perfectly against the bottom plate, the wall, and the slot by turning the rotary wheels in the back. To groove a regular Covebase, mark a line on the back of the Covebase where you want to groove, and lay it down on the grooving area on the bottom plate with the back side face up. The thinner side, or as some people call it the top of the base, must touch this wall. Line up the mark you previously made on the back side of the Covebase with the joint points of the blades. Keep in mind that no matter what size is marked by the Covebase manufacturers, like 4 inches or 4.5 inches, you will need to measure it yourself with the moving bottom plate. In order to groove perfectly, you need to make sure the rest of the Covebase is lying flat on the floor and not twisted. Push the upper plate down until you're sure it's locked with two spring pins here. Now you can push the handle on the back of the groover to finish the grooving. The upper plate opens up automatically once the grooving is finished. To groove a regular toeless Covebase, lay the back side of the Covebase face up and line up the mark you previously made on the back side of the Covebase with the joint points of the blades. The other side must be laid on the flat part of the bottom plate by turning the rotary wheel until you are sure that the whole Covebase is supported by the bottom plate like this and not above the slot. Push down and finish the grooving. Follow the same procedures for 6-inch Covebase. Push down and finish the grooving. To groove a 2.5-inch Covebase, turn the groover upside down. You'll see a screw on the bottom side. Use a flathead screwdriver to turn the screw clockwise 1/2 turn until you can't turn it anymore. Don't turn it too hard. There are two plastic adapters stored in the case. Take them out to insert them on the sliding tube like this, with the beginning of the blade at the red line marked on the grooving area. Then lay the Covebase lined up with the red starting line. On the other end, make sure it fits the slot, just like grooving on other Covebase. Push down and finish the grooving. If the Covebase is toeless, follow the same procedure as for other Covebase, making sure the Covebase is fully supported from the bottom. You must turn the bottom screw back when the job is done so it won't affect the next job. To groove a regular 4-inch by 0.080 Covebase, use the included nylon pad to fit on the grooving area like this. Then lay the Covebase over the nylon pad the same way as when grooving regular 1/8-inch Covebase. Make sure to reduce the cutting depth before you finish the grooving. For some cove bases, you may need to adjust the grooving depth during the process by turning the grooving depth dial knob, which means that you may start with one grooving depth to do the first part of the job and then adjust the grooving depth to finish the rest of the grooving job. When the CB-060 is not in use, put it back in the case to store it. Please make sure you use a metric Allen wrench for any screw adjustments. If you use an imperial Allen wrench, it can permanently damage the screws. The CB-060 is designed exclusively to groove Covebase. If it is used for anything else, it may crack the blades or damage the groover. Thanks for watching this demo video on the CB-060. Enjoy your new tool.